This ancient Egyptian map to the underworld is the oldest illustrated book ever found. The book contains incantations for the deceased so that she could ward off evil spirits and demons in her journey towards the underworld. We use her for the soul, psyche, meaning it's feminine in the Greek word. Even those who know little of ancient Egypt's mysteries have heard of the infamous Book of the Dead, and now researchers have found a similar text that not only predates that one, but may also be the oldest illustrated book ever uncovered. According to the New York Times, Egyptologists found parts of an illustrated book, quote-unquote, that served as a guide to reach Rostau, the underworld ruled by Osiris, the Egyptian god of death. The incredible discovery, published in the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology, happened at the village Deir al-Bashra, or Deir al-Bersha, where the cliffside necropolis of the region's governors who ruled during Egypt's Middle Kingdom were laid to rest inside elaborately decorated tombs. In 2012, guided by archaeologist Harco Willems from Belgium's University of Leuven, a team of researchers investigated one of the 5 burial shafts located inside the tomb complex of Al-Hanakt. 20 feet down inside the burial shaft, the team found the remains of a sarcophagus that appeared to be completely undisturbed, despite the previous presence of grave robbers and other archaeologists at that site. Judging by the remains and the setup of the sarcophagus, it belonged to an elite woman named Anke, who was related to an elite government official. Her cedar coffin had deteriorated due to being overrun by fungus, but upon closer inspection, the crumbling casket revealed something unexpected. Inside the sarcophagus were remarkable etchings, explicitly quoted from the Book of Two Ways, quote-unquote, which is made up of hieroglyphs and illustrations describing Anke's wayward journey into the afterlife. Quote, these coffin texts tend to situate the deceased in the world of the gods, end quote, Williams said. He says sometimes they are combined with drawings. At Deir el-Bersha, one frequently encounters books of two ways. The ancient Egyptians were obsessed with life in all its forms. This is what Rita Lucarelli explained. The Egyptology curator at the University of California, Berkeley, said death for them was a new life. Now researchers have yet again uncovered evidence that ancient Egypt's elaborate death customs sometimes included providing the dead with these coffin texts so that they could make their way to the underworld. Remarkably, each person had their own version of the text that was customized based on their status and wealth. Anke's guide texts incorporated incantations to help her ward off the demons she encountered on her journey. The arduous trip to reach Rostau, the markings proclaimed would be plagued by obstacles of fire, demons, and spirits that she would have to overcome. Williams said, this one belongs with the text encircled by a red line designed as a ring of fire. The text is about the sun god passing this protective fiery ring to reach Osiris. Researchers estimated the age of Anke's sarcophagus texts based on inscriptions and other relics found nearby that referred to the reign of Pharaoh Mentuhotep II, who ruled until 2010 BC. That means the original manual from which these texts were copied would be at least 4,000 years old, likely making it the world's oldest illustrated book ever found. The team furthermore found 24 extant texts of the Book of Two Ways maps inside the burial shaft. Most etchings have been difficult to make out, but the scientists believe the depictions likely illustrate rituals to bring deceased gods or dead humans back to life, symbolizing the rebirth in Egyptian culture. Perhaps further study will only help unravel more of the mystery stirred up by this fascinating find. This ancient Egyptian map to the underworld is the oldest illustrated book ever found, originally created for all that interesting, published here on Creative Commons on Collective Spark by Steve McCambly. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, You will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.